What's up guys, it's Kaski here and welcome back to another video. And today it's a little bit different because today Jamie couldn't be here and do his predictions for this video, but I have another guest, a new guest on the channel, and it is one of my best friends. He's my best friend, Elias. Welcome to the channel. How are you doing?
What is up? What is up?
Great to have you here. How's it feeling?
Thank you. I feel good. I feel good. It's my first YouTube video actually. Oh, I did some YouTube videos back when I was 13, but yeah, it was a long time ago.
Yeah, that's a while ago.
Yeah, I did some Minecraft videos actually.
Nice,
Of
nice.
course, yeah, they're very good.
Good old days.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So, are you prepared for this? Because this is, you got to step in as
Yep,
Jamie here and score some points for Jamie
yep,
because
yep.
we have a predictions championship going on for this season. So,
I saw. I
yeah,
watched your Japanese Grand Prix predictions
nice.
recently, so yeah.
Thanks for that.
And I realized the layout was not exactly how I saw it, but we're gonna go. We're just gonna go with the flow and with
We
my
are.
predictions. Yeah, and
We
we'll
are.
see. Yeah,
Yeah, it's gonna be a little bit different, but yeah, I think you're gonna get the hang of it, and we'll just figure out as we go.
yeah, I think so.
Mhm.
How about you? How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Yeah.
Good, good.
Recovering from I've been a little sick for a while, so just
Yeah, yeah.
recovering, and I'm excited for a new Formula 1 weekend, and this weekend in Saudi Arabia for some more racing.
Always good. The Saudi
Always good.
races are always nice with the night races.
It is,
The
and
cars look fantastic every time.
they do, and also
Always a
like
treat.
just such a fast track is
Exactly.
insane to see the cars go around.
Very nice. I like it.
So before we get started with our predictions, we're just gonna have a quick little summary from last week, where me and Jamie did the predictions, and we're gonna quickly summarize the scores. So we just keep track of the predictions championship. So in a biggest good surprise, Jamie put Lewis Hamilton, and I put Lewis Hamilton as well. I'd argue that that's 1 point. He started P9, finished P5. The qualifying wasn't great, but I think he had a really solid race. So either way, if both of us get points, then basically plus minus zero, I guess. So I'd give us 1 point for that each.
Yep.
In the biggest flop, I had Hulkenberg and he had Verstappen,
Oof.
and
I like Jamie.
because he had Verstappen in biggest flop.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's to mention that Elias here. Do you want to tell us what team you root for?
Ferrari. Forza
Oh,
Ferrari.
he's a
Of course.
Tifosi.
Tifosi.
Yeah.
It's the only team. The only
It's the
team.
only team, the red team.
Yeah. Yeah. I like
Yes.
red, so
Yeah, you do.
I do.
Especially since the United game last night.
Yes, it was something else.
That was crazy.
I was gonna introduce myself as Jamie and then say, and my favorite team is Manchester, but
Oh,
I
okay.
think he's from London, right?
Yeah,
Jamie.
kind of outside, yeah.
Kinda outside London, yeah,
Yeah.
London. Yeah, okay.
But yeah, we're both me and Elias we're both from Sweden. He
Yep.
but anyway, so Elias is a big United fan. I'm a United fan as well, and now we both have Ferrari as our team in Formula 1 as well. So we're kind of on the same wavelength, that is,
Yeah.
in sports.
Yeah.
So to the biggest flop, Jamie put Verstappen in, and I put Hulkenberg. Hulkenberg actually got disqualified after the race, in Bahrain, which I didn't realize until now and checking the scores. So that's a point because
Mm.
disqualification. That's a huge flop.
It is.
And Verstappen, I'd
Nico
say that was a big flop
Hülkenberg.
as well. He was last. He was running last at one point, struggling towards the end of the top 10, and eventually got P6. But he was fighting an Alpine in the Red Bull.
Mm.
I'd say that's a flop. From winning in Japan to going to P6, that's the point for Jamie.
Yeah. Yeah.
The DNF category from last week, I put no DNFs again, back to back. Sainz did DNF, so I don't get a point there.
Mm.
Norris, Jamie put as his DNF, which didn't happen. So
Really?
yeah,
Interesting.
yeah, he predicted that Verstappen and Norris were gonna crash in turn one.
I like Jamie.
That
I
was
like
his
Jamie.
reasoning.
I like Jamie. That's good.
Yeah. It was a nice prediction. It could have happened,
Mm.
but
Yeah.
unfortunately, no points for him. And then we have pole position for in Bahrain last week. We both put Norris actually as our pole position guy. That didn't happen. Piastri dominated and he got pole. Too bad, 0 points. And then
Yeah.
our final category, which was the race top 6 predictions. I put Alex Albon in P6. Maybe not the most thought
Yeah, but
through.
we like Albon. We like
We do,
Albon,
we
so
do.
we like to give him the upper hand.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and we have to gamble sometimes, with these
of
predictions. You
course.
never know.
We like to gamble.
Yes. And then Jamie put Sonoda in P6, so that's no points for any of us.
Are you
And
talking about the last race?
yes,
Where
in
were we?
Bahrain, in
Bahrain,
Bahrain.
right?
Yeah,
So I saw he put Tsunoda P6 on Japan as well.
yeah, he did. He did.
Interesting. He likes Tsunoda then.
He does. He has faith in
Well, I
Sonoda,
like him
and
as well. I like him as well.
yeah.
Yeah.
But then we move on to P5, and I put Leclerc in P5, and Jamie put Antonelli in P5, and that was not correct either. So that's 0 points
Mm.
for both of us. In P4, I put Verstappen, and Jamie put Russell in P4, and that's also no points.
Close though. Close.
It was close. It was close. Russell was up there fighting all the time,
Yeah.
so that was close for Jamie, but unfortunately no points. So then we move on to the podium from Bahrain, and I picked Lewis Hamilton to finish in P3, and Jamie picked Charles Leclerc to finish in P3. That was a close one as well for Jamie, because Leclerc was
Yeah.
just, chasing
So
Lando
close.
just
So close.
outside. Yeah, but it's got to be no point because no
Mm.
one was right there. In P2, I put Lando Norris and Jamie put Lewis Hamilton. Yeah, he was a strong Ferrari guy as well. He's just like me. Jamie is a Lewis Hamilton fan,
Of course he is.
and he put the Ferraris to finish both on the podium in Bahrain, but unfortunately that didn't happen. So that's 0 points for him and 0 points for me because Lando finished in P3 and not P2. And then the winner from Bahrain last week, I put George Russell to win, which was kind of close. I mean, P2, I know it wasn't close on track because Piastri went on to win with like 15 seconds, but still,
Was it that much?
yeah, it
No.
was in the end. That was
Was it?
the margin.
Yeah, he's fast. He's
He
fast.
is. But that makes me kind of like, if Piastri could do that and Russell could still hold Norris behind him for the last laps,
Yeah.
it's kind of, I don't know. Is Lando in his top form? I don't know.
I don't know, or was it just that Piastri had like clean air through the whole race?
That's a good
Didn't he
point.
lead the whole thing?
That's a
Right,
very good
almost,
point.
at least, and yeah, clean air through. So maybe his tires were. Maybe he's the new tire whisperer. Who knows?
Who
Who knows?
knows? Yeah,
Mm.
he's a very good driver though. So
He's
um,
he's he's very calm. Very
yeah,
calm.
yeah. But that actually gives Jamie a point because he said that Piastri was gonna win. So
Yeah,
a point for Jamie. Well done.
that's good. That's good.
So in total, from last week in Bahrain, I scored 2 points and Jamie scored 3 points in total, which means that I currently sit at 7 points and Jamie still in the lead in this championship with 9 points.
Oh, 9 points. That's good.
Yeah, I got to step it
Good.
up now.
You do. But you can always play safe. But who would like to play it safe? You
Yeah,
can
I
just
kind of
put
want to go.
Norris and Piastri on the P1, P2 every time, and you will climb eventually. But who wants
Yeah,
to do that?
yeah. It's
Yeah.
funny that you say that. I'll come back to it, but I got to score
Okay.
some
Okay.
points. That's my main
Yeah.
target.
Yeah. And I'm here to mess Jamie's picks up.
Then he will come after you, and I won't protect you.
Or he will thank me. Maybe this is the race. Who knows? It will be a
This
crazy
is
race, I think. I
this
hope
is
so.
serious business, Elias.
This is serious.
Yeah,
Yeah. We don't mess around.
it's a championship. You gotta, you
It
know.
is. Exactly.
So with all that out of the way, I think we just move on to the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix weekend predictions. So let's get started.
Go. I'm excited.
Yeah, me too. Since you are a new guest on the channel, I think you will have the honor to go first with the biggest good surprise category. So let me know, who have you picked for your biggest good surprise?
Okay. And this one first, I wanted to be a little bit funny. So first I put Max Verstappen 0 points as good surprise. To me, that's a good surprise. But I thought, and I looked at the video, okay, maybe I should do something positive for everyone. So I put, actually, this is crazy, but I believe this. I believe this. Kimmy is gonna be the biggest surprise.
Oh my!
Antonelli.
Oh, are you serious?
I'm serious, yeah.
You put him as your biggest good surprise.
Biggest good surprise, Kimi.
Wow.
Did he
Okay.
do so as well?
That's a crazy start because I've also put Antonelli in biggest good
Oh, let's
surprise.
go, let's go.
Wow.
Okay, okay, interesting, interesting.
What a strong start to this predictions video and
Yeah.
your
Maybe we
first
should
time.
stop. Yeah, maybe we should stop hanging out so much.
You're just too
Yeah,
similar.
that's
Too
funny.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, I like him, yeah, a lot. I think he seems solid. Is he like, what is he, 18 years of age or something
Yeah.
like that? Yeah, 18, soon to be 19, right? In like
Yep.
a
Yeah, I
month.
think he's 18 and I think his birthday is in the summer, I think.
Okay, yeah, so too much, two
Yeah.
months or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm. Very young. Yeah, we like him.
I,
Italian as well.
yeah, he's so talented and he
Yeah.
like he would have had a strong race in Bahrain if it wasn't for I think something happened. Yeah, the safety car kind of screwed him up a bit
Right, right.
because
Yeah.
he already pitted and then the safety car came out.
Hmm.
So, I mean, he qualified just behind Russell, and I think
Yeah,
he's gonna put a great performance in here in Saudi as well and show that
I think
he
so.
is the real deal.
Yeah, and the Mercedes looks fast.
They
They look
do.
good. I
Yeah.
think I haven't really looked at if there's any new upgrades or anything. Do you know?
No, I
Or
haven't heard
anyone,
anything.
not necessarily only Mercedes, but
Yeah, nothing big, I don't
I don't
think.
think so. I haven't heard anything. So
No.
yeah,
So I think maybe next race or something that we could see
yeah.
some upgrades for teams.
Hmm. Hmm. Good, because I
Um,
haven't accounted for any upgrades really. So that's good.
yeah, yeah. Sounds good. Great.
Yeah. Okay,
First
Kimi
prediction
for
is in.
both of us. Yeah, that's okay. Interesting. Interesting.
Very
We'll
interesting.
see. And what is the margin really? I haven't the rules. What counts as Kimi being a good surprise? Like
Well,
where do we draw the line?
I'd say you kind of have to take in mind the result that he had from the previous race,
Yep.
and also kind of see like who does he beat in the race. Like if he beats Russell and still
Hmm.
like P5, but he beats Russell, I'd
Mm.
say that's a good surprise. Like
Yeah,
that's a
yeah,
strong
yeah.
result for him.
The
Um,
higher up you go, the more if you just go up 1 or 2 points or 2 places, maybe that's more of a good. Let's say Falkenberg, he's always last. When
yeah,
if he gains 5 positions, that's not really a good
no, maybe not
surprise,
that.
right? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Mm, mm.
So
Okay.
we can discuss it in the next one, but
Yeah,
still you kind of have to
yeah,
uh,
yeah.
reasonable performance.
Yep, yep.
Which brings us to the next category, which is biggest flop.
Biggest flop, and I think this might be the most fun category because you always like to see someone flop. This is fun.
This is
And we
fun.
all know who I put on this.
Oh wait, oh okay,
We all know. I wanted to say this. I am a avid, keen, eager, enthusiastic, ardent, passionate, devoted, dedicated, fervent,
wow.
zealous, fanatic, ferocious, insatiable, wholehearted Max Verstappen hater. Thank you. And Max Verstappen is gonna get 0 points.
Oh my lord. Okay,
0 points. And I predict not only I'm not gonna say only Max Verstappen. He's gonna have 0 points. And I'm gonna get back to that later.
okay,
Yeah. I'm gonna continue on that point later on.
all right, interesting.
Yeah.
That's that's also very funny because I was so close to pick Verstappen in biggest flop as well. He had a have very tough Bahrain weekend last week, coming
Yeah.
off a win in Japan,
Yeah.
and I'm thinking that maybe they will struggle again. So I actually went for the team in itself, Red Bull,
Ooh,
as my
Red Bull
biggest
as a
flop.
whole. Okay, that's funny.
Yeah.
We're gonna get back to that later. I have some points on that, yeah,
Okay. Yeah. Well,
as well.
yeah.
Hmm.
Interesting. We kind of still first two categories we think very similar so far.
Yeah.
Um,
Yep.
very interesting.
Biggest flop. If Sunoda plays good and Max bad, then you get 0 points on that,
Then
right?
I get 0 points.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's a gamble on my part
That's
to
a big
pick a
gamble, yeah.
team,
But
but
we like it. I like it.
yeah, I do feel that Red Bull is gonna struggle once again,
Mhm.
which is to my personal feelings, that's a good thing. But
Mhm. Mhm.
and I know you like that too if they struggle.
We
But
like personal feelings. We do.
all right. Anyway, so we
Yep.
have our biggest flop and locked in, and then so we move on to the third category, and that is a
DNF. The
DNF.
DNF. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Now I'm gonna elaborate on the Max Verstappen 0 points. I
Okay.
think he started to get frustrated. I think even though he got the Japan thing, yeah, he won the Japan.
Mm-hmm.
I think Max is gonna get frustrated for not being in the pace he wants to be,
Mm-hmm.
and also the rumors we heard, yeah,
That's
with
right.
Max Verstappen having the contract that he can leave because of the what's
Yes.
his name, the physicist, or
Yeah, the engineer, Newey, Adrian Newey.
yeah, the old guy, yeah,
The legendary old guy.
the legendary old guy, the old guy himself. Yeah, I think I don't know. This is all just me spawning things in my head. Maybe he's already talked. Maybe this is already in motion. Who knows? Maybe he's mentioned it to the what's his name, the team principal. I know his
Christian
name,
Horner.
but
Yeah.
Christian Horner, right?
Yeah.
The guy that is banging the Spice Girl. Um, I think maybe this is starting some emotions in the Rebel team. Who knows? Maybe he's dropped the bomb already.
Maybe.
I might want to leave if we
Yeah.
don't step this up. So maybe the team spirit is not the best. And I think Tsunoda really wants to show himself. He wants
Yeah.
to prove that he's good. He wants to prove that he's better than Max.
Mm-hmm.
Because I believe he thinks in his head he thinks he's the best, or at least some of the best.
Yeah.
So I think that both Max Verstappen and Tsunoda will DNF. They will crash into each other. I think
Wow.
both Max Verstappen and Tsunoda will DNF this race. It's gonna
So
be a disaster Red Bull race. Disaster.
okay.
And
Wow.
that leans into you with the biggest flop being Red Bull.
Yeah.
This is gonna be a big flop for Red Bull.
It does. Wow.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
you think that they're gonna crash into each other?
I think they're gonna crash into each other, but I still say both Max and Tsunoda DNF.
Okay.
I think they're gonna crash into each other. Yeah.
Wow.
Because we know Tsunoda is if he wants he can be a very tough guy, and
Yes,
he can be a
he
tough
can.
racer, and
Yeah.
the tough racer is Max. So I think they will have some problems with each other
Yep.
after this. Mm.
Yep.
So
Could.
Max and Tsunoda DNF for
Yep.
me.
It's very. It could happen. Could happen. Who knows?
It could happen. It will.
Yeah.
I looked to the stars last night and I saw it.
Oh, you did? No, okay.
Yeah.
Wow. So
Yeah.
you know everything then.
Yeah, yeah. The Orion's Belt were not where it was supposed to be. So.
Oh. All right. Okay. Well, I can give up this round then. You know all of the
But
answers.
if this is true, then you get the Red Bull biggest
Oh,
flop.
yes.
So it
What
links
am I
into
talking
each
about?
other. This.
Keep
Yeah.
going. Keep letting me
Yeah.
know all
Exactly.
this. Yeah. Okay.
Exactly. So this is good for you.
It is.
And now
Um.
you know. So if you want to bet money, bet Max and Sonoda dinner.
Oh,
Big money here.
you heard
Yeah.
it here first. I won't take responsibility. Gamble safe in whatever capacity you're capable of
Yeah.
with your money.
Just
But
give me half the winnings and we'll be good. I
wow.
will leave my Swish number in the link below. My
Switch.
PayPal.
All right. You
Yeah.
actually do
Yeah.
have a Paypal?
No. Oh, I
Okay.
think I do actually, but it's like on my weird Gmail account probably.
Oh, okay. You've never touched it in like a few
Not
years.
really, no.
Yeah,
Not really,
okay.
no. Yeah.
All right, so that's a very interesting take you have there on the Red Bulls for this
Yep.
weekend. I can reveal my DNF, and I think that Esteban Ocon will have a DNF
Esteban
um,
Ocon. Okay. Yeah,
in the
yeah, yeah.
Haas. I mean,
They have been struggling a bit, right? They did get points last race,
they
though, did they
did.
not?
They did get double points actually, which is
Double
kind
points
of
even.
my reasoning. I think they had such a good weekend last week. I think it's gonna be a worse weekend this time because you can't have
Yeah.
all the time good weekends. So I think it's
No,
gonna.
you cannot. No, you cannot.
Ocon is unfortunately gonna have a bad weekend
Yeah,
in my predictions. So let's
yeah,
see if that
yeah.
comes true or not.
I don't believe in karma, but yes,
Could happen.
maybe they have run out of good luck. Yeah,
Yeah, we'll see.
so to say. Yep.
And that brings us to the next category, which will be pole position. So please go ahead and tell me who have you picked to get pole position.
It is, of course, the one and only Charles Leclerc. Of course. Of course.
Of course.
Jamie, I'm telling you, I'm gonna get these points, Jamie. I'm telling you. Yeah. Paul, he's gonna start. It's gonna
Wow.
be really good. Because my reasoning is that, of course, Leclerc is the best driver, of
Yeah.
course, on the
Of
grid.
course. Of course.
But
Yeah.
I think they can get back to because the latest seasons, 3 latest seasons, Ferrari has been very good on the quali. But now maybe it has been switching a bit. They have been faster in the race and slower in the quali, but I think they will get back to the good quali times.
Yeah.
So I think Leclerc will get it.
Yeah.
Maybe
The
they have fixed since they had those small upgrades on the floor and the side wing, or what was it on the Ferrari?
they did have a new floor in Bahrain, which
Yeah,
kind of makes it interesting to see what they can do here in Saudi, and
yeah,
it's
yeah.
not it's not out of the question for sure. So
It's not. It's not. And now Bahrain is also a pretty fast track. I think maybe they have done some small tweaks
they could
to
have.
just get this floor and the side wing more good
Yeah.
in perfect English.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we're not native English speakers, so it's okay.
I am.
Oh, you are? Okay.
Yeah,
I didn't know
as
that.
you can tell. Yeah,
Oh,
didn't you hear my all the synonyms for
I had
average
I had a
reason?
little
Yeah,
thought about it, but yeah, okay.
yeah. Leclerc pole,
Leclerc
easy.
pole.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's what I wrote down first.
Yeah. Well, you should trust your gut then.
Yeah, yeah,
I've gone for another driver, and I've gone for one of the McLarens. It is Oscar Piastri to get pole once again, and
yeah,
I gotta just get some points in. I gotta score,
yeah. You
and
do.
that's my safest bet, I think, with Oscar
Yeah.
Piastri.
Yeah, if you want to follow if
Follow
you
the
want to follow the races that has been before, then of course
Yeah,
he will get the pole. Yeah.
I think so.
Mm.
I think so. And well, I come to that in my race top six actually. So,
Yep.
um,
Yep.
which
We can
actually we can
continue
go into right
continue
now
on that.
because it's a very
Yeah.
interesting top six, and there's kind of
Yeah. And
drivers you have to leave out because there's so
mm,
many possible
it is. It
outcomes.
is. Yeah. Yeah.
So I can go ahead and start with my P6 in this category, which is race top six for Sunday's Grand Prix. And in P6, I've gone with Charles Leclerc.
Charles Leclerc on P6.
Yeah. I kind of regret that now, thinking about their upgrades and kind of the trajectory they're on, but
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
locked it in, so I gotta go with it. And maybe I'm wrong,
They have.
and it
Yeah.
could have
They
been.
have been having a relatively tough time. So maybe last race but was pretty good still, but yeah,
Yeah,
still
we'll see.
Ferrari. Anything could happen. They could get the
Exactly.
double podium, and they could
Yeah,
get
for
the
sure.
last. So yeah, we never know.
You
Yeah,
never know. There could be safety cars involved, and there could be red flags, and there could be anything really in Saudi.
yeah, yeah.
But
Anything can
let me
happen.
know, who have you picked in P6?
I have picked George Russell on P6.
Russell. Ooh,
Russell, yeah, because
okay,
there's only room for one Mercedes here for me, so I had to. I felt like I had to put him down to
okay.
P6.
Uh,
I wanted to put him higher, but as you said, a lot of good drivers here.
yeah.
A lot of drivers have been in good form, um, so I had to put him in P6.
Okay, that's
Mm.
interesting. But that
Maybe
actually
we
bring
switched. Maybe we switched your Russell and my Leclerc. Maybe we switched them.
could have
I think you put Russell pretty high, and I put Russell pretty low.
well,
So we'll see.
actually, in my P5, because now we move on to
Mm,
P5, and I've
yeah,
gone with the man we were talking about, George Russell in
just
P5.
Russell. Okay, there we have him. Yeah,
I think
yeah.
similar thought there that the other Mercedes, might actually beat this guy, and
Mm, yeah.
so I won't spoil where I put the other Mercedes, but I put George Russell in P5 at least. Who have you gone
And
with
then
in P5?
for my P5, this is controversial here. I have
Okay.
put Piastri on P5.
Wow. Okay.
Piastri on
Well,
P5.
I'm not gonna say anything because I had a big fumble last week, and I didn't even put Piastri in the top six at all.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I
But
thought
you didn't think he was gonna DNF, no?
no, 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 nothing like that. I thought maybe something would happen to him, but I
Yeah.
didn't predict him to DNF,
Hmm.
and I
Hmm.
didn't predict him to flop either. But I just didn't think he something could happen to him,
Yeah.
and it didn't happen. He won the race, which looks really bad on my part.
Mm.
But now you've gone with him in P5, and
E5.
we'll see if that looks good for you after Sunday.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see.
And now in P4, you can go ahead and start with this one. Who have you put in
P4
P4?
for me is Lando Norris on P4
Lando.
because McLaren every race can't
Wait,
be sunshine and rainbows. P4 for
so
Norris.
you've gone Piastri and Norris all the way down in P4 and P5?
Yeah, so I could have put McLaren as biggest flop here, but I think Max
Yeah.
0 points is even bigger flop than McLaren
Yeah, yeah.
P5 and P4. So I had to take my biggest flop, and that would be Max 0 points. Yeah.
Mhm. Okay.
Mm,
Well,
mm,
that's
mm.
that's very spicy predictions from you, that
Yep.
I have to say.
Because I feel every season there has to be at least one race where it doesn't go as good. Maybe
True.
engine failure, or maybe the brakes are acting up, or gearbox, the
Yeah.
wing, the battery, anything could happen. So and then I think it's gonna happen to both the cars. So.
Mhm.
Mm.
Right.
But they are still very good drivers both, and it's still very good pace. So even though they might have battery failure or something, maybe it will happen later in the race, and they will have the space between the drivers below,
Yeah.
so they will still be able to get to P5 and P4.
Okay then. Very
Mm,
nice.
mm.
Very good.
Yep,
You're getting very comfortable in this predictions scenarios here.
yep,
You're having
yep.
all kinds of scenarios painted for you.
Yes,
I like that.
I like
Um
that. I saw it in the stars.
yeah, you did. You did. Yes. Yes. Can't forget about that. So, in P4, I've gone with one of the Ferraris, and it's the other Ferrari, Lewis Hamilton.
Lewis Hamilton, the second best driver of all
So,
time. Yeah,
I don't know about that. I think we could argue about that a little bit.
the best is Max. No, I'm kidding.
Oh man, no,
It's
the best
Schumacher, of
driver.
course. Schumacher is the goat.
Uh, okay,
Maybe we will save that for another video. Yeah.
we'll do that. Yeah, we'll focus on Saudi Arabia this time.
Yeah.
And I
Lewis
do
P4.
think that he will just miss out on the podium and settle for a P4. It's a very strong result, I guess, for the Ferrari because it's been up and down.
Yep.
But I think he could be on for a pretty solid
Yeah.
performance, and I'd
And
say P4.
it's still pretty solid points, P6, P4 for the team. Uh,
Yeah,
it's not that bad. Yeah.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's solid. But now the podium is still to go, and this
Yes.
is where one of my most spicy, I think, predictions for this week. I've
Mhm.
gone with Kimi Antonelli to score his first podium in his career in P3.
Good. I like that. I like
Yeah,
that a lot. Yeah.
yeah. I hope he does that. I hope he has a good performance. He's showed that he's really strong, and I have
Yeah.
faith in him. I think he
Yeah.
can do this.
I feel he's a very confident guy.
Yep.
He looks to himself and he finds motivation within himself.
Yeah,
And I think he can find it this race. Yeah,
I think so.
for sure. For
Let me
sure.
know, who have you picked in
I
P3?
have picked Lewis Hamilton in P3.
Wow.
Yeah, he will get his first podium with Ferrari
Yeah.
in the Saudi. Yeah,
Cool. Wow.
I just feel he had a pretty good race. The tactic didn't really work out for him last race.
Yeah.
Not to get to climb even higher. He could have if they managed to pick the right tires a bit more and this and that.
Yep.
So I think Lewis will get, and I think he is the hungriest guy in the grid right now. I think so.
All right.
He wants to show the tifosis that he's here
Yeah.
to compete, and
Yeah.
he's here to win the world title. Maybe not this season, but maybe next.
Yep.
I believe.
For sure.
Mm,
He's
mm.
slowly getting used to the Ferrari and the team, and
Exactly.
I like that prediction actually.
Yeah, and for Lewis, when it clicks, it clicks,
It
and
does. Yeah. He's still the 7-time world champion. I'd say
exactly.
eight world champion, but
Yep.
that's up for
Yep.
debate. But
Yep.
that's for another video.
Yep.
So okay, very nice prediction there by you, and
Yep.
that brings us to P2.
Me too.
Let me know who have you picked in P2.
Here I have we are kind of on the same page. I have put Kimi Antonelli on P2.
Wow.
I think if it's gonna go good, it's gonna go very good.
Okay.
Uh, I think P3 is like you have to. I think he's gonna be very lucky, and if you're very lucky, you will get P2, not P3.
Okay.
He will have. He will. Everything will go for him this race.
Yeah.
The yellow flags is gonna benefit him.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe people will fight in front or below. That's gonna benefit him. This and
Mm-hmm.
that. So I think he's gonna be very lucky and just jump straight to P2.
Okay. Wow.
Mm,
I
mm,
like that.
mm. Yeah,
And obviously you've put McLaren's
yeah. I might as well announce it. Yeah,
a
Charles
bit further
Leclerc
down.
P1.
Yeah.
I don't have to elaborate. Thank you.
All right. Thanks for that.
Thank you.
In my P2, I've gone for Lando Norris.
Yeah.
As I said before, I've got to score some secure points, and
Yep.
it's the safest bets for me to go with the McLarens higher up this time,
Yep.
and therefore I've gone with Lando in P2.
Yep. Yep. And
Which,
then Piastri on P1.
yeah, you figure it out.
Yeah.
I got to go with the points. Try to
Yep.
score as many points as possible, and therefore I've gone with Piastri in P1. He's gonna win the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix because he's in such a good form,
Yeah.
and he will get the most out of the car, and he will dominate. I think so.
Yeah. Yeah. He's the Iceman.
He's the new
Yeah.
Iceman, yeah, for
He's the new
sure.
Iceman. Yeah.
And I do
Maybe it's
think
not that cold in. He's from Australia, right? Not New Zealand.
true, true.
Yeah. It's not that cold in Australia, but it's very warm. It's very hot in Australia, and it's very hot in Saudi. So
Yep. Oh,
he
so
will
therefore
handle the
he's
heat.
gonna cool down. Okay, nice.
Yep. Yeah. For
Motivation.
sure.
But I do think that Oscar Piastri, after this round, will go on to lead the Formula One World
Yeah.
Championship,
Yeah.
which is
Yeah.
kind of interesting and very cool to see a new leader in the championship.
Yeah. It feels like just time. In time, he will get it, and maybe this is the race. He will be the leader.
Yeah, yeah, I
Yeah.
think so.
Yeah. Mm,
But
mm.
I'm very curious now to see who
Yeah.
who you have put in P1. Let's hear it.
P1 is Charles, or what are we talking about?
Charles, you say it so confidently.
Yeah.
Wow,
I already said. I said before Charles.
I'm impressed. Yeah,
Yeah.
Leclerc
Of
in
course.
P1.
Yeah. It is gonna be
Yeah,
first Ferrari.
yeah.
Podium. First position. Yeah. That's just how it is.
That's how it is, I guess, because
Yeah.
you've seen the stars align,
I've seen it.
and
I have seen it. Yeah.
well,
I
I
don't know. I should have maybe looked up. I didn't have that much time to prepare for the video, but I don't really know how Leclerc has done in Saudi before. But
that's a
I think
good
this is the time.
point,
Yeah.
actually.
Mm,
I
mm.
can't really remember it on the top of my head, but yeah, I don't know. I
But I
mean,
think this is the race.
this could be it then, yeah, for him,
I think
for
so.
sure.
Yeah.
Um,
Double podium for Ferrari.
Double podium. Wow. I
Lewis
mean,
P3 and Charles P1.
I can smell a bit of delusion here, Ferrari delusion,
Never.
Tifosi
Never.
delusion,
Never.
but I'm here for it.
I am not sitting with my Charles Leclerc hat on at the moment. Definitely not. I
Okay.
believe. I have to believe. I have to believe. I'm a believer.
You are. Yes, you are.
Yeah. I
And I
think.
respect that.
Yeah. Next, if you put me on this channel again,
Yeah.
you know who's gonna be on the podium again. So that's just how it is.
Well, maybe
Uh,
you put like maybe you get all this right, and Jamie just
yeah.
maybe you actually will replace Jamie because you deliver so.
No, I am Jamie. This I can never
You are
replace
Jamie.
Jamie.
Okay.
Of course not. I can't. I am. This is Jamie. My name is Jamie.
Yeah.
I'm from Britain, so
All right. Okay.
I'm doing this for him.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, we'll see what happens this weekend. It's gonna be fascinating to see whose predictions are gonna score.
Yeah.
You've gone for a
I
very
felt like
spicy edition
yeah,
this time.
yeah, yeah. I felt like I had to make a mark. You know,
Yes, very
one time appearance, first appearance, I had to make a statement.
statement, first impression.
And
You've
this
nailed
is
it.
my statement. Yeah.
Yeah.
Russell P6, Piastri P5, Norris P4, Lewis P3, Kimi Antonelli on P2, and Charles Leclerc on P1.
I'd watch that race. I'd watch that race for sure.
I would as well, yeah. Maybe maybe if my predictions are right, I think this will be the race of the season for sure.
Yes, I'd agree. I'd give you,
Mm.
if that podium is correct, I'd give
Yeah,
you plus 2
I want
points.
times. No, I want times two.
Times 2, I'd give you that. We have a deal.
If I get the podium right, I want
Yes.
times 2 points. Yeah.
Okay. Agreed.
Mm.
I agree to
Yeah. Yeah.
that.
I got you, Jamie. I got you.
Yeah, well,
Trust me.
he's gonna be very happy if that comes true.
Yeah.
So I have to say a very strong first impression you've done here on the channel. I
Yeah.
hope everyone who watches this will remember this first predictions video with you in it. So
Yeah. I make my mark right
you
now.
make your mark.
Yeah. Grazie mille,
Grazie mille. Grazie ragazzi.
ragazzi. Bene.
Okay then.
Dankeschön.
Dankeschön. That's it. We have all our
It's here.
predictions locked in for this week's race. And I'm very excited for Saudi. It's going to be a very cool weekend, and it's going to be very interesting to see if your predictions come true, uh, or, or if my safe ones will get the better of it.
Yes.
What do you have a final thought? Do you want to say something to leave the viewers with something nice to say?
Forza Ferrari. Thank you.
Thank you.
Arigato gozaimasu.
All right, thanks for that, Elias. Thanks for joining me on this video, and I hope you make Jamie proud here with your predictions.
I try. I try.
Yeah, yeah. It's been a
Thank you.
blast to have you with me, and I hope you actually
Thank you.
come back sometime. We'll see when that
For
occasion
sure.
will
For sure.
occur.
For sure. Thank you
Y-
for inviting me.
You're very welcome back. Um,
Good. Thank you. Thank you. And can I do the outro here?
you can.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, share the video, subscribe. You know what to do. You can find Kaski on Instagram. You stream on Twitch.
Yep,
Uh, do you have Twitter? No?
I do. I do.
You do have Kaski Twitter. Follow him there as well.
Yes.
I am nobody, so don't follow me. Thank you.
All
Have a good
right.
day.
Very nice. I like that. Thanks,
Thank
Elias.
you.
Thanks for watching, guys. Take
Bye
care.
bye.
Goodbye. Nice.
Ah,
Let's
ah.
go!
Det gick bra ju.
Ja,
Det gick svinbra.
det där alltså, du ska ha en stor applåd alltså. Det där var
Tack
riktigt
så mycket. Tack
bra
så
gjort.
mycket. Tack så mycket. Men, första videon över 100 visningar kanske?
Who knows? Alltså, det hade
Ja.
varit galet. Får promota den. Ja,
Och
nice.
gillar du den? I am a avid, keen, eager, enthusiastic,
Det-
ardent,
det-
passionate, devoted, dedicated, fervent, zealous, fanatical, ferocious, insatiable, wholehearted Max Verstappen-hater.
den var helt sjuk. Jag var inte beredd på att du skulle säga alla de grejerna.
Svinbra.
To finish the video off, we're just going to take a look at our fantasy league and to see who scored the most points after Bahrain. So this was Jamie's team. Jamie scored 229 points in Bahrain with a lineup of Albon, Leclerc, Hadjar, Ocon, Behrman, and for the constructors he had McLaren and Haas. For the double points he selected Charles Leclerc and he got 40 points, so that was a decent result for him. So Jamie came in fourth in Bahrain, and I actually ended up ahead of him. I got 242 points, so I was P2 in Bahrain with a lineup of Isaac Hadjar, Yuki Tsunoda, Ollie Behrman, Jack Doohan, Oscar Piastri, and McLaren and Racing Bulls as my constructors, with the DRS boost to Oscar Piastri. I'm quite happy with my fantasy team there. Piastri, he got pole, he got the win, he got the fastest lap, he dominated. Strong choice there with the double as well. McLaren, big points as a constructor. Racing Bulls, okay, 22 points. Behrman, very solid as well. I was kind of hoping for more with Yuki Tsunoda, but I mean, he's learning with the car, and I think he can score some more points. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep him for Saudi though, so I will look into that and decide very shortly here. So overall, we can see in the standings right now in our fantasy league, we have in P1 Box 2 with 795 points. Well done to him. In P2, Jamie. Jamie right now in P2 with 594 points. He's doing a great job right now, Jamie. Just staying ahead of me with just a few points. 594 to my 579. I'm very close behind in P3. So I'm gotta chase him and slowly, overtake him in some way. I gotta have some big strategy, plays here with my lineup to see if I can beat him for this Saudi weekend. So that's the top three in our standings right now. If you haven't joined our league yet and you want to challenge us and play and compete against us in the fantasy, then make sure you go and join. Link is down below in the description. So click the link, go over to F1 Fantasy in the app or on the website and join us to play. That would be really fun if you do. Alright guys, that's it. Like the video if you did enjoy and share it to someone as well. That would mean a lot to us. And once again, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.